Good morning. Okay, hold on. It's Easter Sunday. I'm going to need a little bit more energy than that. Good morning. Welcome to Unity Church of the Hills. Welcome to this fantastic Sunday morning. We're going to get our service started off. I've been working hard so long. Seems like pain has been my only friend. My fragile heart's been down so wrong. I wondered if I'd ever heal again. Oh, just like all the seasons never stay the same. All around me I can feel the change. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my world begins. Yesterday has come and gone, and I've learned how to leave it where it is. And I see where I was wrong, forever doubting I could win. Oh, just like all the seasons never stay the same. All around me I can feel a change. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. Life's too short to have regrets, so I'm learning now to leave it in the past and try to forget. Only have one life to live, so you better make the best of it. I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. I will break that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. Today my life begins. Today my life begins.
Thank you, Roderick, and to the band. Let's give them one more hand. Thank you. Good morning, and welcome to Unity Church of the Hills, and happy Easter. Happy Easter. And also, I'd like to welcome our online participants. Thank you for joining us. We're glad you're here. And now, if anybody is new today and you're here for the first time, could you raise your hand? Oh, fantastic. Thank you for coming. I think I see people. Let me tell you, there are cards in the pew in front of you with QR codes, which you can scan and fill out information. And we're so glad you're here. Thank you for coming. And now, we are not doing any announcements today, but if you would like to join me in our welcome blessing. Let's start. We love you, we bless you, we welcome you, and we behold the Christ you are. And now, let's take a moment and join our fellow participants and congregants. And also, if you see someone with a red name tag, please make them feel welcome and introduce yourself. Let's do that now.
So while we're still celebrating the fellowship, I would ask that you stand because we have a new congregation song. I'm going to sing the first part of it, but then you'll catch on and join right in as we celebrate a new day. Come and celebrate a new day. Celebrate the beauty of the earth. Come and look at life in a new way. Celebrate the wonder of rebirth. Come and celebrate a new day. Celebrate the beauty of the earth. Come and look at life in a new way. Celebrate the wonder of rebirth. Arise, shine, and see a brand new morning. Arise, shine, we made it through the night. Arise and shine, it's a brand new day that's dawning. Come celebrate the light. Arise, shine, and see a brand new morning. Arise, shine, we made it through the night. Arise, shine, it's a brand new day that's dawning. Come celebrate the light. Come celebrate a new day. Celebrate the beauty of the earth. Come and look at life in a new way. Celebrate the wonder of rebirth. Arise, shine, and see a brand new morning. Arise, shine, we made it through the night. Arise, shine, it's a brand new day that's dawning. Come celebrate the light. Come celebrate the light.
come and celebrate the light. I invite you to either lower your gaze or close your eyes, whatever's comfortable for you, and let us pray. Today, our life begins. Easter, the dawning of hope and the promise of resurrection, and the celebration of new life. We celebrate today divine love. Everything is made new through the transforming power of the divine Christ within each of us. And so today, we are freed from any limitations, any fears, doubts, concerns, worries. We open ourselves to this new awareness of life. Our minds, our hearts, our souls are transformed by the living spiritual truth that all things are possible with God. Our hearts fill up as we embrace the power and grace of this new life and this new day. So the message of Easter blesses each of us. We celebrate the gift of you and me and each other because we are here for each other. The Christ Spirit has risen, so may we rise and celebrate all that we are, all that we have, and all that we are given. And so it is, we celebrate with love and joy and kindness. Amen.
From the shadows of our longest night we are waking, every anxious heart looking at last to the sky. Hear the thunder of hope from the chains love is breaking, and the song that is lifted on high. This is a new day. Now the stone that concealed mercy's hand has been shattered. Oh, the light like a sword piercing even the grave. Where despair once prevailed, now the angels have gathered. Every sin, every tear wiped away. Hallelujah, hallelujah. This is our new day. Christ is risen. Hallelujah. Mercy makes a way. This is our new day. Let the poor now receive all the richest denied them. Let the outcast find arms to run to at last. And the wandering souls cry for joy as love finds them. As we've all waited for comes to pass. Hallelujah, hallelujah. This is our new day. Christ is
Thank you, Lex. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Rod. Thank you for being here today. I'm going to have to do this dance today so I can see everyone today. So I just want to take a moment, take a breath, take it all in, because you are a beautiful sight this morning. Not that you aren't every morning or every Sunday morning, but I want to just hold this vision. I want you to all hold the vision with me. That not just on Easter, but every Sunday, every time we come together, the seats are full. Not just because we want people in the seats, but because I truly believe, that this is a place of transformation. I believe that's what we are about, or I would not be here. And so I really want us to hold that for each other. However you observe Easter, whatever you think about the story, whatever your interpretation is of what happened 2,000 plus years ago or didn't happen 2,000 years ago, whatever your belief is, please hold today that today and every day we can embrace new life. Because that life is living itself so beautifully and perfectly and wholly as each of us. And our opportunity is to remember it, to allow it to arise in our own consciousness, our Christ consciousness. As I thought about Easter this week, this year, I thought about we teach in unity. It is about the Christ consciousness. And I thought, well, what is that? We talk about that a lot. We talk about the Christ and we talk about consciousness. And I think, well, sometimes we use these words, or I use these words, and I've said those words so many times, but what does it really mean? What does it really mean to awaken, to rise into Christed consciousness? What is consciousness? And I believe that our consciousness is how we see ourselves, how we see the world, how we hear what we see, how we react, how we respond to the world based on our own feeling nature, our beliefs, the things that we hold in our own energy field, and it becomes our consciousness, what we believe, what we project, what we see when we look in the mirror, what we think about when we think about ourselves, or what we project onto each other, our awareness. What do I see when I look at another person? What do I see when I look at the trees? What do I see when I'm observing a sunrise? What am I really seeing? And when we can see through the eyes of what we believe to be the Christ, how can we not see God? How can we not see life? How can we not see resurrection in everything? How can we not? I love a couple of weeks ago, Lex sang this beautiful song, How Can We Not? How can we not? I promised myself I wouldn't cry today, but I do feel it so. It's not just about rising in consciousness or allowing that to arise within us, but to embody it. To embody the Christ, the love and the light and the purity of what we associate with the one we know as Jesus of Nazareth or Yeshua, or however you might know that personality to be. And we believe in unity that Jesus was the one who fully embodied that through his process of awakening to that within himself. You know, we talked about over the past few weeks during Lent, I've been using the story, the book, Resurrecting Jesus by Adyashanti, embodying the life and the spirit of a revolutionary mystic. It's really the story of the life and times of Jesus of Nazareth. And I want to remind us that in unity, the way we see the life of Jesus and the embodiment that Jesus represented is, as Father Richard Rohr said, that Jesus, the man we know as Jesus, did not come to this dimension to prove that he was God. He came to show us how to be human. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And isn't that it? Isn't that it? The innocence and the presence and the willingness to just be it. Because there's so many things that we can allow to get in the way. I mean, can we, when Jesus, man, I'm going to be all over the board today, I'm going to tell you. Because I'm just going with whatever's coming to me. And what Jesus said is you must become as a child to enter the kingdom, to enter that consciousness of the Christ, to rise in consciousness. We must become as a little child, innocent and questioning and present. Do you know how children, when they are angry, they just let you know it? When they are sad, they let you know it. When they're hungry, they let you know it. They live the very essence of life. And what do we allow to get in the way of that? What do I allow to get in the way of simply allowing life to live itself? Jesus said too, and I think in some ways this has been my lesson this Easter, when Jesus said, "You must be born again." I know those of you who grew up Baptist may cringe when you hear that. I know I do. You must be born again. And Nicodemus says, well, what am I supposed to do? Enter my mother's womb again? I can't do that. And Jesus said, no, you're born of the Spirit. You're born of flesh, yes, but you must be born of spirit. What was he meaning? You must allow that to be born in us, to rise in us, to live in us, to embody that. Innocence, light, love, beauty, mystery of the Christ consciousness. And to be willing to see and to hear and to experience. I believe, as I understand it this year, the life and times of Jesus was a way shower. He was a way shower showing us how to be human, showing us how to reconcile and integrate and get back to that place from which we came, in a way, that innocence, the original light and love that we are born to be. Before we learn about the things that we are taught that are wrong or bad, or somebody is not acceptable because of their color or their religion or their sexual orientation or their gender identity or whatever the hell we want to say separates us. What did he also say? Nothing, no thing, no idea, no belief can separate you from the love that God is. Nothing. And isn't that really what Easter is about? A new awareness, a new awakening. Letting all of that die away as much as we possibly can. And I believe that that is what the life of Jesus is about when we're willing to see it that way. Integrating, reconciling everything unto himself and coming into his integral wholeness. His wholeness. And I believe that all of those chapters in the story of Jesus can be seen from that perspective. His baptism, washing away, integrating, coming into awareness of that which was before, can be integrated, can be coming into reconciliation. He can know who he is as he's being baptized, raised out of the water, hearing the voice that says, "That is my child in whom I am well pleased." Can we also be that, letting go, not letting go, but integrating, coming into understanding, integrating it and reconciling whatever has gone before. Whatever our life has been before, whatever conditioning we may have experienced, we have to integrate that as our humanness, coming into wholeness. He goes into the wilderness and faces this shadow. That's part of being human. That's coming into our full humanity, recognizing that we all have this thing we call shadow, this illusion self. Can we come face to face with that? Not to push it away, not to let it, not to get rid of it, because that's almost impossible. But we integrate it. We understand it. We reconcile it. And then we go into Jesus' ministry and his healing and his miracles. In all of the ways that he embodied all of those aspects of self. All of the doubt, all of the worry, all of the fear, all of the illusion of mind, all that would separate us, all that we would allow to convince us that we're separate, that we're somehow different, that you and I are not the Christ, or we are not God embodied. We are not, and we believe that. So are we willing to be reborn? Are we willing to let go of that? And then I believe that in the last movement of the story, and maybe it wasn't the last movement of the story, but the story that we have in the Gospels, where Jesus is crucified, hanging on the cross, the heaviness weighing him down. I believe for us that can represent our willingness to hold all of it, to bring all of that into the now, all of our humanity and hold it, all of our divinity and hold it, and bring it together as one. Letting go of this concept that there is this and there's that. There's me and there's God. There's me and there's Jesus. There's me and there's Christ. No, there is me as Christ. There is God as you. There is God as me. There is God showing up as you and as me. There is God embodied, the Spirit and the life of the divine, love and light embodied as you and me. And Jesus is the example of one who is willing to hold all of that, to integrate all of that, to reconcile all of that. And in the last words one of the last words we hear in the Bible from Jesus on the cross, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. I can't remember exactly how it goes. My God, why have you forsaken me? That always confused me. But what if that was the last reconciliation? Then no longer did Jesus have to have a God outside of himself or a God that he was separate from. This idea of God somehow out there, somewhere separate. Why have you forsaken me? I'm so attached to this idea of God. I'm so attached to something outside of me. I'm so attached to what my idea is. And now I don't even have that. Because I know I am that. I know I am that. I am the I am. I am the embodiment, the integral whole of all of my humanity, all of my divinity, and there's no separation. No separation. The only separation that can possibly exist is in our thinking. And then he's placed in the tomb, in the darkness. What happens there? Letting go. You know, I don't even think it's letting go. I don't think that there's any death. There is no death in that. There is no death. There is the final reconciliation, even in his physicality, we might say. There's no need even for the physical body. Because guess what we're most attached to? Very often these physical forms. But what if we recognize that this body is a body of light? This is a body of love. This is a body of God. Energy. Right? And so we can have that perspective. So I believe in the final days, the final days of Jesus' life, the final events in the story of Jesus, were a reminder for us that we hold all of that right now. That you are already that. We are already that. And our opportunity is to allow that awareness to rise so that we have the conscious awareness of it. And that in the conscious awareness of it, we see only that. We see only Christ. We see only God in every one, in every face, in everything, in every experience. We hear only God. And we respond. We respond from that. What does that look like? But is that the final story? Is that the final chapter? Well, maybe not. In the Gospel of Mark, many Bible scholars believe that there was an earlier version of Mark than the one we find in the Bible today, and it ended very differently. And this is how the original Bible scholars believe read. When the Sabbath was past, Mary Magdalene, Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Salome bought spices so they might go and anoint him. And very early on the first day of the week, when the sun had risen, they went to the tomb. And they were saying to one another, "Who will roll away the stone for us from the entrance of the tomb?" And looking up, they saw that the stone had been rolled back. It was very large. And entering the tomb, they saw a young man sitting on the right side, dressed in a white robe. And they were alarmed, and he said to them, "Do not be alarmed. You seek Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He has risen. He is not here. See the place where they laid him? But go, tell the disciples and Peter that he is going before them to Galilee. There you will see him, just as he told you." And they went out and fled from the tomb. For trembling and astonishment had seized them, and they said nothing to anyone, for they were afraid. That's where it ends. So, what I want to invite us today is that this is an unfinished story. That Easter story in the Gospel of Mark ends there. There's no resurrection narrative. There's nothing that happens in some of the Gospels and even in the later editions of the Gospel of Mark where Jesus visits people, where Jesus is seen, where Jesus comes into appearance. So I wanted to invite us today to see this as the unfinished story. That the Christ has arisen. The Christ consciousness has arisen, and in you and in me. And our opportunity is to write the next story, the next chapter in the story. Our opportunity is to embody that, to be the risen Christ, and to choose how we are going to further the story. And so you'll see, you may have noticed there's an arch here in the middle of the room. Our opportunity today is going to be a ritual that I'm going to invite us into. You have 2 sheets of paper, 2 little slips of paper. And I'm going to guide us through a meditation. And this archway will be like the threshold, the open tomb, the resurrection. And later we're going to invite you to walk through this threshold. Is as an act of claiming your own resurrection and making a choice how you might further the story, the Easter story. And so if you don't have paper, please raise your hand and let our ushers know. They will be glad to bring them to you. So I'm going to invite you two pieces of paper. One will be used for you to write your personal idea, inspiration for your life. How will I further the story, the Easter story? How will I embody and live as the risen Christ? in my own life. And the other piece of paper is I'm going to ask you, how will you choose and how are you inspired to live as the risen Christ consciousness in your participation and vision for Unity Church of the Hills? The one that you will write about yourself, you will keep. And the one that you write for the church, for Unity Church of the Hills, we're going to ask that when you walk through the archway, that you place it in the container here. When we gather these at the end of service, we will put them in a container. They will be placed on our altar, holding the vision as a vision for Unity Church of the Hills. We will place them on our altar on the 19th, where we'll also have a visioning opportunity that you're invited to participate in. And also, that day, we are going to invite you to bring something that's important to you to share on the altar. Some of these items will be gone. They were just things I put there as placeholders. A small item that you can bring on the 19th to share on our altar. So now I invite you, if you will, to lower your gaze, soften your gaze. Close your eyes if you like. And take a conscious breath. As you breathe into this moment, I invite you to become aware of all that is moving in you, in your thoughts, your emotions, your body. Just bringing your full awareness into this moment. Awakening to the life and all the ways it is being revealed to you through your senses. As you awaken to that life that is living and moving and having its being as you, I invite you to breathe deeply into your belly, feeling yourself grounded, feeling yourself connected right here, right now. Breathe into your solar plexus, that place of the power of discernment and wisdom, allowing that energy to come alive in you. Breathing it up into your heart and that center of love, allowing that love center to become active and alive in you. And allowing that awareness of your wisdom, the wisdom of the divine, the wisdom of you, the love that you are, to rise up into the center of your forehead. Arising into the awareness of your unity, your oneness, your Christed nature, your God self, goddess self. Where you come into, as Jesus did, the awareness of your integral wholeness. No duality, only one. I am that. And as you breathe into that awareness, I invite you, when you're ready, to recognize that this arising, this embodiment, is an invitation. It's not the end. It's not the final. It's just the beginning. It's an invitation to bring forth in your own life this conscious awareness of the truth of your being and your wholeness. And so when you're ready, listen. Listen for what is moving in you in your intuition, in your heart of love, in your higher self, your faith. Consciousness arising in you. And you might just write down a word, an affirmation, a couple of words that represent for you, how will I choose to write the next chapter in the story of Easter? As I listen, and just take a moment to write that down. And when you have it written, I invite you to hold it in your hand, your left hand, and place it over your heart. And allow the energy of whatever you have written to align in your heart, to ignite within you the power of that inspiration, that invitation to live the story of Easter, to embody that risen Christ consciousness in whatever action or step is revealed to you. And now if you'll take the second piece of paper, I invite you once again to go within, into that center of awareness, that inspiration, right there in your solar plexus. Wisdom, intuition arising, igniting, right here, right now. The Christ energy living itself as the wisdom that you are. And once again, igniting in your heart center that power of love, the love that you are, the love that is the very essence of you. As you rise into your forehead, into the power of faith, your third eye, if you will, and ignite that center, inviting clear vision, seeing clearly. And I invite you to ask that inner guidance. How will I further the story of Easter as it relates to Unity Church of the Hills? How will I live the embodiment of Christ consciousness? What do I hold as my vision for this ministry and my participation in it? As you claim for yourself, I am the embodiment of the risen Christ. And if you so dare, I am the body of Christ. And so as you hold that, I invite you too to hold that to your heart, breathing it in, infusing it with your energy of love. And as our ushers begin to direct you, I invite you to come through this portal, this threshold, accepting your risen Christed awareness, moving out from that place that we might have considered to be a tomb and into the risen consciousness. And as you come through this portal, this threshold, I invite you to place in this container what you received as your vision for Unity Church of the Hills. And we begin. participating in that. I recognize that some of you are new to us, that not everyone has that connection or maybe commitment to Unity Church of the Hills yet. But I do appreciate you participating in that ritual this morning. I appreciate the energy. I appreciate as you were walking back to your seats that there was a lot of conversation, and I just appreciate the energy that arises in community when we come together. And as I said earlier, these will be placed in a container. I don't know if we'll read them, but we'll put them in a container, and we'll put them on the altar on the 19th when we come together and create and co-create a community altar. Again, reminding you to bring a small item if you'd like to be a part of that. If you're new to Unity today, if you have been here before and maybe would just like to learn a little bit more about what is Unity? What are we talking about here? Next Sunday after service, I'll have a gathering at 12:30. I think 12:30. 12:30 to just share a little bit more about the basics of Unity. What is Unity? So again, if you're new to us, or even if you're not, and you just like to be a part of that conversation, I invite you to join us next Sunday after service. And, of course, please stay after service today. I see the chefs out there cooking, doing our cookout, so we'll have lots of food for us to share and together, and our children are having a Easter egg hunt, or maybe they did that already, I don't remember. Oh, it comes after service. So, we'll have a lot of opportunities to connect and have fun, and I appreciate that. And so I want to just say, too, just reminding us that Easter can be a celebration every day. We don't have to wait to roll around again next year. That Easter is a celebration of new life, of our awareness that life is always new. Life is always moving. Life is always changing. Life is always flowing. And our opportunity is to connect in that and to connect with the Jesus story. I was reminded today, I'm going to do another sermon, I'm involved, reminded today of something that I heard over and over and over again when I was in the Baptist church, that Jesus will meet you wherever you are. And I believe that today. I believe that the Jesus story, when we enter the story and we understand the story more metaphysically and metaphorically as that journey of the evolution of human consciousness, of coming into our integral wholeness, wherever you are in your own journey, the Jesus story can speak to you. The Jesus story can come alive in us, wherever we are. And so, as we recognize and we celebrate the risen Christ, let us celebrate that in ourselves. But also know that in the Jesus story, that was a one-time event. But for you and me, it can happen over and over and over again. Just watching the sunrise this morning, I was in awe of that. Reminded that every day is a new day. Every minute is a new opportunity for us to awaken, to come from that Christ consciousness, to see clearly, to hear clearly, to meet each other as the risen Christ. And so I invite us into that as we leave here today. As you leave here today, if you're leaving this campus, I invite you to go out, be the Christ. If you are staying around, come and meet each other and recognize and honor the Christ in you and the Christ in each other. I behold the Christ you are. We say that every Sunday. I behold the Christ you are. And look in the mirror and do the same. So now I've said too much, but So now is our opportunity to share from our good. We're doing offering a little bit differently today and have been doing it for a while. We're not passing the baskets, but we are inviting you to, if you would like, even during this time of our offertory, you can get up and you can place your offering in the baskets if you would like. They're in the back of the room. And we invite you to do that. If you'd like to do that as you leave, we welcome you doing that as well. There are also QR codes on the pew backs there. You can scan the codes, Venmo, PayPal, or through our PushPay app. You can go to our app. You can give that way. And those of you who are online, there are many ways for you to give there. There's a QR code there as well. There's also a link in the description for you to donate if you would like to. And so again, sometimes I've heard that we're missing some of the ritual of passing the basket. So I just invite us to make that our ritual today. If you're going to share something, I invite you to hold that. You maybe even hold your phone in your right hand if you're going to be doing it electronically. Or if you share recurringly, electronically, I invite you to, there's some cards there that you can hold. So let this be your ritual today as you hold it in your hand. Place your left hand over your heart. Feel the energy of love. And allow that energy of love to move down your right arm into your hand, into whatever it is that you are holding, whether that's your phone or your gift, your offering this morning, and allow the love that you are to infuse it, knowing that it is love that expresses. And so I want to invite us now to say our offertory blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I circulate, and I am grateful.
Out of the ruins and rubble, out of the smoke, out of our night of struggle, can we see a ray of hope? One pale thin ray reaching for the day. We can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build a city of men. We may not reach the ending, but we can start slowly but truly mending, brick by brick, heart by heart. Now, maybe now we start learning how we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but we can build a city of men. When your trust is all but shattered, when your faith is all but killed, you can give up bitter and battered, or you can slowly start to build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city. Not a city of angels, but finally a
Thank you again, Lex. Thank you, band. Thank you, Rod. Thank you all guys for providing such beautiful music. Thank you. And I want to extend a very special thanks to Matt and to Andy for showing up at 6 o'clock this morning for our sunrise service. It takes a lot to get up that early sometimes. So now I want to remind you that we have prayer chaplains here today. We have 2 prayer chaplains. One will be in the sanctuary today. One will be in the chapel. If you need directions to the chapel, please just ask one of our ushers. It's just around the corner there. We also have a prayer box. As you leave the sanctuary, to your left, immediately to your left, there's a prayer box and cards. You can write a prayer request, place it in the box, know that they are prayed over and sent to Silent Unity, which is a 24/7 prayer ministry, and they're prayed over there for 30 days as well. So I want to say now goodbye to our online participants. Thank you for joining us today, and happy Easter to you as you celebrate your resurrection. And so now,
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.